Welcome to Matt's Minutes. This month we're going to talk about establishing secure relationships, 5.3b. As you notice in our scoring guide, it talks about the types of interactions as well as the amount of students or amount of time we have those interactions with. How powerful would it be if every one of us as teachers was that +1 for our student? They're the person that pushes you to be the best and then go beyond that. They know your strengths and they want to push you beyond those strengths to do things you've never imagined. Or what if every student really heard this from every adult at school? As long as you're in my life, I'm not going to let quitting be easy for you. I'm going to challenge you, confront you, push you, coach you, because you're worth it. Today we're going to talk about a simple strategy that you can use to end your day and build those positive relationships. That positive closing affirmation. Think about the end of the day. How do you end your day? Sometimes the class might be a little hectic and you're relieved when the bell rings. You're ready for them to move on or go home. We've all had those days. But it's really important, especially on those particular days, that the class doesn't leave without a positive closing affirmation. It's simply a statement that you make to the class, which reminds them that you believe they are important. It doesn't have to be long or drawn out. It can be a quick statement right there before you pack up. For example, okay guys, there's the bell. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, you're amazing. Goodbye. It could be a handshake or a high five on the way out. You want to make your kids feel as special or when they leave that room. It could be the last thing they hear when they leave your class. And that's what's going to want them coming back the next day. Some of our students maybe don't believe they have any value. They come from poor homes or they have feelings of inferiority. And that positive closing affirmation could be the one time in their day that they feel special. Of course, there are days that you don't feel like giving the class a closing affirmation. Maybe they weren't the best class that day, or they really struggled. But on those days, you probably would hear somebody say, "What? No goodbye?" And what I've learned are on those days that are my quote-unquote bad days, when the kids aren't the angels they're supposed to be, those days are more my fault than theirs. Maybe I didn't prepare a good enough lesson plan. Maybe I didn't keep them engaged. But that didn't stop me from sending them off without their affirmation. Most of your students probably don't need this, and they probably won't notice it, but I guarantee you that your little statement of affirmation and appreciation will have a profound effect on those few kids who are feeling less than special. We as adults have the choice every day to create our own weather. So I want to show you a quick video by Stephen Covey about being proactive and creating our own weather.
Monday morning, and it's raining. A gray, melancholy day. On a day like this, maybe we can be excused for feeling gray and melancholy ourselves. We get into a mood, and the whole day seems to go badly. Don't you feel better when the weather outside is great? But what if you could carry your own weather within you? When you carry your weather with you, you can choose to be consistent regardless of how people treat you. That's what it means to be proactive. Being reactive is the opposite of being proactive. Not taking responsibility for our own life. You always see yourself as a victim of the weather, of your moods, of someone who has it in for you. We have the power and the freedom to choose, to create our own weather each day.
So we have the power to choose. What are you going to do?
Monday morning.